Alright, so the title of this video is actually an understatement. I got more things stolen than the two Moogerfoogers that was of value, but those two are what is most relevant for the context of this video. And this happened just a couple of hours ago, and I have just taken care of all the practicalities surrounding this interesting experience. And then I just reflected on it, and then I just hit record on the camera to capture this reflection in the moment, if you will. And just to paint the picture, you know, what's the context of this gear in my life, you know. That sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. What did they mean to me? And you know, I started collecting these perhaps over a decade ago or something like that, because I saw that John used them, and it was really exciting to save up for them and then look on the secondhand market. And I really loved the pedals, so I started to collect the whole series over a long time. And then eventually these pedals got discontinued, which made the value of them skyrocket on the secondhand market. And you know, when these got stolen recently here, I kind of just tried to examine what feeling I felt when I realized the situation. And I would say I felt like three feelings basically. And the first one was stress, which I think is just due to like, how do I practically deal with the situation? Because it was a mess and all that. And the second feeling was a bit of pain. And the third feeling was actually a feeling of slight relief. And I think that is quite interesting and something I want to dig deeper into. And also, you know, that pain, what that comes from. And you know, I think it comes from that, you know, when you do when you have a certain craft or whatever that you're doing, you always, at least I want to improve on it. And one factor of it to improve it is to get better tools to work with, and those are typically expensive, shiny objects. And you know, over time I worked really hard to save up money for different tools to try to improve what I'm doing. But it's easy to get into a cycle where you get excited about acquiring the tool, that becomes the excitement. And then you have put in a lot of time and effort into getting that object and getting all that excitement from that. And then when that gets taken away from you, it feels like a piece of you gets taken away, a piece of you know, all the hard work that you put in and all the time and effort that you put in to get that thing. It feels like that gets taken away from you. And I think the problem here isn't the taking away. Well, obviously it's a problem that people steal from others. But I think also that me myself is the problem also, because I think that pain there is rooted in a certain toxic mindset. Because what should bring me excitement fundamentally shouldn't be the shiny objects, but rather the love for the creative process. And that sounds really vague, and that has actually been a challenge for me for a long time. Like, how do I make that concrete, the love for the creative process and just creative exploration? But yeah, I worked really hard to try to make that more concrete, and I feel like very recently, I've started to achieve that goal. And for me, what it has become is, well, to be concrete, the goal I have had was to feel like I can upload videos on YouTube, and that I can upload videos that I feel I have like an abundant amount of ideas that I'm excited to try. And I also wanted to feel like there is like a consistent viewership, like that the videos actually get viewed. It's not like I need the most view possible, but I feel like I want to feel like there's actually some sort of value to what I'm doing, if that makes any sense. So, you know, both, you know, kind of had that connection both internally about being excited of having a bunch of ideas to try, and also, so that's internally, and then externally, feeling like that creates external value to others. And that is something I really wanted for a long time, and I feel like at least in this moment in time. I guess it can you know go away at any time, but I feel like at this moment in time I've gotten into that that cycle or whatever. I made it more concrete what it means, you know, that love for the creative exploration, and I feel like there is where I should put my excitement. And you know, when it comes to gear, you know, what does it mean then? Should I sell all my gear and just become a monk or whatever? Well, obviously then I can't continue to do what I worked so hard to do, you know, this love for creative exploration. And, you know, I still want to save money to buy better tools to, you know, enhance what I'm doing here on this channel and increase the quality, and maybe buy a different guitar just to get a different vibe in the videos and just a different feeling for me when I'm playing, which can translate into the videos. I still want that. It's not like I'm going to stop with that. But again, I think it's a slippery slope here. It's easy to get lost into what is, or lose what is actually valuable. And I think it's easy to think that the shiny objects are what's valuable and the improvements in material things are what's valuable, but I think those should only be regarded as tools, and those tools can come and go. You can't have complete control over that, and if you try, it will just create more pain for you. But I feel like I always have control on how connected I am with just love for creative exploration. And I kind of tried to summarize this in a quote here that I tried to make up, and that is that, you know, external objects can always be taken away from me, but the only thing that can stop me from developing my love for creative exploration is myself. And that last bit there is something that is also very easy to overlook. Like, it's easy for me to blame the thieves or whatever that stole my material things, but to be honest, I think that the biggest thief really is myself and my own insecurities and just doubting myself and in my creative work that I'm trying to do here. I think that is way bigger of a problem than someone stealing a piece of gear from me. Yeah, that is really what I reflected on, and perhaps you could relate to this experience yourself. So I just wanted to share this as an experiment, just to try something new. And yeah, I think that's everything for now. So it was fun to try this experiment, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.